I'd like to address the elephant in the room. I've been carrying this weight on my shoulders for a long time now, and I'd really like to just get it off my chest. This furry creature here is named Daryl, and while he is technically my roommate's property, I tend to borrow him from time to time. Every late night spent writing my speeches, every time I fumbled my words or started sweating profusely from delivering my speech, Daryl was there through it all. Which leads me into the first lesson that I learned from public speaking, which was the importance of practicing. And to do this, I would either grab a inanimate object or my roommate, whoever, and have them act as my audience. It was really helpful for me to have especially my roommate, to listen to me because she was able to directly give me feedback on things like pausing and pace and vocal variety, which was really helpful. Another lesson that I learned from public speaking was, in particular, the TED Talk book, was the art of memorization. So throughout the semester, I would try to plan my speeches accordingly. So I would write them a little bit as early as I could, so I could practice as much as I could, like, let's say 3 or 4 days. And once I did this and just sat down and memorized my speeches, or at least attempted to, this was a huge turning point for me in my confidence level and just other things like maintaining eye contact, again, vocal variety, and again, yeah, it just really increased my overall confidence levels. Lastly, and I think the most important thing I learned from public speaking, is to not to be afraid to fail. And I know this is a terrible cliche, but in the beginning, I was so afraid of making mistakes or fumbling over my words that it would cripple me with anxiety, and I couldn't seem to get out of this black hole of nervousness. But after a while, once I continued practicing and just forcing myself to practice my speech over and over and over again, I got so much more comfortable throughout the semester, despite how nervous I was still. And I knew even if I made a mistake, I knew my inanimate object, Daryl here, my roommate or whoever, would still be waiting for me with open arms, ready to listen to my next delivery speech.